An einem Abend im März 2025 erhielten Polizisten an einer Kreuzung einen Anruf wegen eines Unfalls. Eine Frau war mit ihrem Fahrzeug gegen ein Motorrad geprallt. Bei der ersten Meldung forderte der Disponent die Anruferin auf, zu prüfen, ob jemand verletzt sei. Daraufhin ging die Frau herum, um nachzusehen, ob alle in Ordnung seien, und bemerkte, dass der Motorradfahrer schwer verletzt war. Die Anruferin gab an, dass bereits jemand Erste Hilfe leiste. Der Disponent wies sie an, eine Herzdruckmassage durchzuführen, um dem Motorradfahrer das Leben zu retten.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Are you at Village Parkway in SR 240?
Yes.
Are you injured at all?
No.
Okay. And it said you were in a Kia, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Did you hit a motorcycle?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Do you see if the person's injured or breathing?
Yeah, I think everybody's okay. Let me get down and check. No, there's definitely somebody injured, possibly fatality. I'm gonna go check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if they're breathing.
Yeah, we have no pulse on I believe a pedestrian. I can. Yes, I'm a first responder.
You are a first responder?
Yes, I am.
If you want to start CPR, we can definitely get that
Okay.
going.
Okay, I'm gonna start CPR.
Okay. Okay, we do have officers and medics already dispatched out there, okay?
Die Person, die den Unfall meldete, war die Washington State Police Beamtin Sarah Claassen, die an jenem Abend nicht im Dienst war und über 14 Jahre Erfahrung verfügt. Die erste Untersuchung wurde von Streifenteams der Washingtoner Staatspolizei durchgeführt, doch nachdem erkannt wurde, dass eine Beamtin der Staatspolizei in den Unfall verwickelt war, forderten die Behörden aus Gründen der Unabhängigkeit, dass eine andere Polizeidienststelle die Ermittlungen übernimmt. Bei der ersten Begutachtung am Unfallort stellten die Ermittler Widersprüche in Sarahs Aussage fest. Sarah erklärte, sie habe vor dem Unfall eine Pizza bei einem Pizzaladen abgeholt und sei auf dem Heimweg gewesen. Als sie sich der Kreuzung näherte, habe sie das entgegenkommende Fahrzeug wegen nur eines funktionierenden Scheinwerfers für einen Pkw gehalten und geglaubt, genügend Zeit zu haben, um in die Kurve einzubiegen. Sie behauptete jedoch, der Unfall sei plötzlich und unerwartet eingetreten. Das Untersuchungsteam stellte fest, dass der Unfallhergang nicht mit Sarahs Darstellung übereinstimmte. Ein Beamter widersprach ihrer Behauptung mit der Begründung, ein aufmerksamer Fahrer hätte den Motorradfahrer bemerkt. Aus der Unfallstellenaufnahme ging zudem hervor, dass der Scheinwerfer des Motorrads funktionstüchtig war und dass sich der Motorradfahrer zum Unfallzeitpunkt auf der Hauptstraße befand und Vorfahrt hatte.
I'm just getting here, so I know you already answered some questions from the other guys, but generally what happened?
So I went and picked up a Domino's pizza.
Okay.
I was turning left in here. I live right over
Okay.
there on Wild Canyon Way.
Okay.
I saw what I thought was a car with one headlight out.
Okay.
Right just past where the reflective sign is, that white one.
Okay, sure.
And so I was already slowing in the turn lane and saw him there, and I was like, I got enough time.
Okay.
I turned, and as soon as I turned, just felt the boom.
Okay. So as you're turning, you thought he was further away.
No,
Is
he
that
was
right?
definitely past that reflective sign
Okay,
when I saw him.
Okay.
And then I think I just, like I say, I thought it was a car with a headlight out. Didn't
Okay.
realize it was a motorcycle. I didn't
Okay.
realize the rate of speed
Okay.
they were going at.
So did you think he was going pretty quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Because from that reflective sign, it's kind of, I live here, so
Sure.
that's always my general rule. If they're past that sign, then you got
Okay.
plenty of time if you're already
Okay.
slowing to turn in.
Gotcha.
And
So you know, based on making this turn and numerous times,
Yeah.
that you know how to judge that distance.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, good to go. Okay. All right. So you're probably aware we're just gonna like run this like normal. So I'm just gonna run you through some voluntary field sobriety tests if you're willing to. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do any.
Okay. All right. What about the PBT? You willing to do a voluntary PBT?
I don't want to do any tests
Okay.
based on the
Okay.
circumstances.
Understood. What about, obviously you just gave me a verbal statement. Are you willing to write down a statement on paper?
Yeah. you can
Okay.
do a statement.
All right. Let me go grab a statement
Okay.
form, and I'll let you fill that out. And then I know you want to get out of here, so
Okay.
we'll do that. That way we just kind of lock everything in
Okay.
for today. So,
Sounds good.
all right. Yeah, just give me a few minutes
Yeah,
here.
no worries.
Yep.
Die Polizeibeamten prüften Sarahs Körpersprache, die im Widerspruch zu ihren Aussagen stand. Bei ihrer Sprache fiel eine undeutliche Artikulation auf und ihre Augen wirkten glasig. Aufgrund dieser Anzeichen boten sie ihr einen Alkoholtest an, den Sarah jedoch ablehnte. Die Polizisten stellten außerdem fest, dass Sarah nicht kooperieren und etwas verbergen schien. Daraufhin forderte einer der Beamten sie auf, eine schriftliche Erklärung abzugeben, da er annahm, dass sie, falls sie Alkohol konsumiert hätte, nicht in der Lage wäre, einen klaren, zusammenhängenden Text zu verfassen.
Here is the statement forms. Once I got here, you're probably gonna need like a clipboard or something, aren't you?
First, my own pen.
Yeah, no, you're
I'll
good.
just write on the hood if that's okay.
I'll have you stay away from the vehicle
Okay.
just to keep that. But let me grab you a clipboard. That's my bad. All right, here you go. You're welcome to sit down right here. Okay.
Thank you.
Have any questions for me at this point?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'll just be over here. So just flag me down once you're done with that.
Sounds good. Fill it out in the car.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Thank you for completing that for me. I'll just read through it real quick. So before I read it, I don't know that this was ever clarified. You're in the turn lane. You're turning. Was there any other traffic coming?
So there was a car behind him. I thought it was a car with a headlight out. It was coming this way. Like I say, it was right at that white sign. So it's kind of my gauge on when I turn. But I was slowing, and then saw there was a car there, turned, and then just literally out of nowhere just ran inside of me.
Okay, so there was a car in front?
No, behind him.
Behind him.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Do
I
you know
could
how
see,
far?
It was kind of hard to. I would probably say maybe 50 feet behind him, because I could see two headlights on that one on this one. They were at the white light, or the white sign, sorry. And then when I saw that, I was like, there's a row of cars coming. One's got a headlight out, so they probably can't see well, so maybe they're driving slower or whatever. But yeah, once I saw they were only at the white sign, I was like, I got time to turn.
Okay.
And as soon as I turned, it was
Okay.
boom, right in the...
Okay. Okay.
Just as I almost completed my turn.
Okay. Okay, so you're almost finished with your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, I was... Well, you kind of see where the point of impact was.
Sure.
But,
Okay.
yeah, it was definitely... and normally, like, I guess in the daylight it's easier to see if they're
Sure.
going faster, but I looked and saw, like, one light, and I was like, we're past the white sign. I'm good to turn. But, yeah, I don't know how... Yeah, I don't know how fast they were going or what, but it definitely
Okay.
wasn't like it wasn't like I was trying to squeak in
Sure,
at all. Like,
okay.
there was plenty of room.
You thought you had plenty of time, not that
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you had to gun it or anything?
No,
to make
no,
it
not
through?
at all. I was slowing here, and then maybe like 20 miles an hour when I made the turn.
Okay, so you slowed down to 20 and then...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I go left here, so it's... You gotta stop the lights, or at this time... I won't stop, but at least rolling slow down, I mean, you're not gonna make like hard
Sure.
turn.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But, yeah, no, it... definitely... They were past the white sign when I initiated my turn.
Okay, past the white sign. And when you say pass, you mean on that side of it or on this side of it?
At least at it. So,
Okay.
yeah, I always use it as my, like, kind of turning point.
Okay,
But,
all right. Well, I'll be honest with you. I would love to rule out impairment, but without the fields, it is hard to rule that out. Obviously, it's voluntary. I won't ask you again, but there may always be that question.
Yeah.
Down the road.
I just rather not.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand, but I know how it goes too. So.
Yeah. What do you mean? You know how it goes?
Even if there's like a little, if I had a glass one earlier or something like that, I just don't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I definitely don't feel impaired. I don't feel like there was impairment as an issue. I
Did you have a glass of wine earlier?
not gonna answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You just mentioned like if. So
If I would have, or had, but yeah. Just not gonna answer.
Okay. All right. You have to deal with this. I mean, obviously, you have to deal with it at work and stuff too.
Yeah.
But yeah, to have to give a guy CPR on the roadside is. So his bike kind of got pushed in front of your car, but was he still in the roadway? Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, so he was right about where, almost where the cop was standing there. He was maybe just a little bit to the north of him.
Okay. To the north of him.
Just like literally like a body size. There's probably blood there.
Okay.
And I got out immediately, and there was a few people that stopped. I think the car that was behind him had stopped, and I started CPR, and everybody was standing around and asked if I need gloves or something. I was like, it's not really necessary right now. I'm just trying to...
Okay, and obviously you were the only one in the car.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have people at home, or you just?
Yeah.
Okay.
My husband's at home.
Okay.
I just went to go get the pizza.
Okay.
Do you need anything else from me?
I'm just gonna we're just kind of in a holding pattern right now. So, I'll talk to my partners over there, and we'll kind of figure out how we're gonna, what's next. Yeah, just give me a couple minutes.
We'll come back another time. We don't even need to do it tomorrow. And we'll get the run up. Fly it. Do you want to grab the furrow?
No. I think she has something on board.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Is there?
we have to.
Is there going to be enough to
I-
get a search warrant?
So yeah, I'll write it. I mean, unless you want.
What changed?
So I was just studying her. She got a couple misspelled words on here.
Okay.
She wrote sigh, and she said 100 feet. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. She estimated the distance between the guy on the motorcycle and her to be 100 feet, which that's way more than 100. That's 500 feet. She said she was almost through her turn when clearly she was at the very beginning of her turn. Right. Her eyes are a little bit glassy, a little bit.
With those
But-
light speed?
But could be, but we got to err on the side of caution.
Okay.
I do not have a great sense of smell, but I think I smelled a little bit of odor of alcohol, enough for me to say. And then I told her, I'm like, hey, we just want to rule out impairment. And by you not doing it, I'm like, I'm not going to ask you again, but I'm like, we can't rule it out. And she's like, yeah, well, if I would have had a glass of wine earlier, I know how this goes. And I said, did you have a glass of wine earlier? And she said, I'm not going to answer that. So
Okay.
I think with everything,
Back and let them know what
we
changed.
have to. I mean,
Okay.
I will write the search warrant.
Well.
But yeah, I'm still
Been waiting
recording.
so much, yeah.
I'm still recording. I would have loved to have ruled it out. All right. So, like I said, we were really trying to rule alcohol out. I'm not convinced that alcohol wasn't a factor. So right now you are under arrest. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put your hand behind your back. So we will be doing a search warrant for blood, okay? That way there will be no questions. What was that?
I was just asking.
Oh. Okay. All right, we'll head back to my car over here. Robert 44 dispatch one in custody. I'll just search you real quick here. I have a bag in the back. I can grab it if it's right.
Da man den Verdacht hegte, Sarah könnte alkoholisiert sein, wurde sie zur ausführlichen Untersuchung festgenommen und ihr wurde Blut entnommen, um einen Test durchzuführen. Der schwer verletzte Motorradfahrer erlag kurz nach seiner Einlieferung ins Krankenhaus seinen Verletzungen. Am 3. März teilte die Polizeibehörde mit, dass Sarah alkoholisiert gewesen sei und dass dieser Vorgang mit größtmöglicher Transparenz untersucht worden sei. Nach dem Vorfall verbreiteten sich in den sozialen Medien rasch Aufnahmen von Sarah, die ein Jahr vor dem Unfall entstanden waren.
Washington's Department of Transportation and State Patrol are teaming up for a campaign to make roadways safer statewide. Dan Hansen speaks with WashDOT and a trooper about why this is needed.
This statewide campaign is called Target Zero. The goal is to help save more lives on state roadways by the year 2030. Driving-related deaths rose from 674 to 740 people across the state from 2021 to 2022, according to the Washington State Traffic Safety Commission. Overall, State Patrol is seeing an alarming amount of crashes.
In the last year, in what we call District 3, which is Yakima, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, 4,634 collisions in 2023. Some of our major factors are going to be speed, following too closely, distracted driving, and of course, being impaired.
Trooper Sarah Clayson tells me crash numbers have been climbing every year since 2016. To get a better understanding about what the more problematic areas are here locally, WSP has monitored certain areas closely.
Areas like the bridge. So definitely when the roads are slick, focus on on-ramps, off-ramps. We take our data, we share it with, like say, the Traffic Highway Safety Commission, DOT.
Trooper Clayson tells me the bottom line for drivers on the road is to just pay attention, no matter where you are going.
I know it's easy to get distracted by cell phones or radios or occupants in your vehicle, but I think just being able to be alert and have that be what's the most important thing that you're doing is driving and keeping you and the people around you safe.